There's no denying that Benjamin Button's story is curious. Everything started here 1860 nursery, an uncommon beginning at the time. His parents decided he'd be born in a hospital. After he was born, Roger just looked at his son and noticed there was nothing normal about him. Benjamin was born an old man, probably in his 70s. Roger reacted badly, rejected him because he wasn't like he wanted. But it was obvious that he couldn't leave his son, so he had to try to accept him. Benjamin didn't deal well with the things his dad told him to do. His dad wanted him to act like the kid he was supposed to be. But that didn't work. As years went by, Button had to get used to the lifestyle he had, but he started noticing that he was growing younger. Tried to get into college, he wasn't accepted because people thought he was too old and thought he was pretending to be young. So, disregarding college, he started working with his father. Back then, when he was around 20, he looked 50, and that was when we attracted a young girl who we married and had his only son called Roscoe. After his married, people said his wife was too young for him, but she didn't believe that Benjamin was born old, and he didn't put effort into explaining it. Benjamin grew younger every day and his business grew, meaning he started getting more and more money and started being respected by people. It didn't take long for him to start losing interest in his old wife and he decided to enlist the army. He was very successful in his career, but because of his business, he had to go back. When he returned, his wife made him want to live intensely, but his wife was no longer young enough. Then he decided to get into Harvard, and his first college years were very happy for Benjamin. He was invited to the football team, and his talent was a highlight. In the last year, when he looked around 16, he wasn't even called for the team because he was too young. When he left college, he started growing back into prepubescent years and childhood. His son no longer saw him as father and asked to be called uncle instead of Roscoe because he didn't want to be called like that by a little boy. From that moment on, Benjamin started having many frustrations because he was always seen as a child because that was really what he was becoming. His son gave him a grandchild who even accompanied him to kindergarten. With time, he couldn't even follow kindergarten activities anymore. He got a babysitter called Nana. His life was basically sleeping, eating soup, and trying to decide things his nanny taught him. In the end, Benjamin died in the beginning of his life as a newborn.